Carole Radziwill was a part of the Real Housewives of New York City's cast from seasons 5 to 9 and gave the fans several iconic moments. Carole came on the scene new to reality TV but with experience as a journalist and author. Despite her lack of experience in creating drama, she provided a number of memorable RHONY moments. RHONY Season 5 also saw Heather Thomson and Aviva Drescher as new additions. While they brought their own spice, such as Aviva's iconic RHONY Season 6 leg throw, Carole managed to stand out among the women and also lasted the longest out of the three. Her backstory as a successful journalist who had won awards, reported in Iraq, had lost her husband to cancer, and had written a New York Times best-selling memoir made her a multi-dimensional personality on RHONY. Carole's background in journalism meant she not only had an expansive vocabulary but also a penchant for standing her ground during any confrontation. Her friendship with Bethenny Frankel was powerful, to say the least, as the two housewives were inseparable for some time. Bethenny's sharp tongue was the perfect match for Carole, and fans loved watching the pair team up. Some of Carole's most iconic moments have stood the test of time, with RHONY viewers still referencing them today. Carole vs. Aviva. When Aviva confronted Carole at her house to tell her the rumor about her book What Remains Being Ghostwritten, Carole didn't exactly take it lying down. "You've written one book," Aviva said, adding, "Who do you think you are? John Grisham?" Carole was quick to retaliate, and she didn't hold back, saying, "What are you? You're nothing. You've never had a job outside the home." To rub even more salt in the wound, Carole made a dramatic exit, telling Aviva's husband, "Your wife is not a good person," before heading straight for her ex-husband Harry to tell him, "I totally understand the divorce." When Carole met Luann de Lesseps' niece's ex-boyfriend Adam, the two hit it off right away. It wasn't long before they started dating, and Luann wasn't a huge fan of this news. Throughout RHONY Season 7, Luann did her best to mask her judgment over Adam being much younger than Carole. However, it was clear that she had an issue considering he had dated a relative of hers in the past. "Lou lecturing me on dating younger men is like the Saudi government lecturing the world on feminism," Carole quipped in one of her RHONY confessionals. The tension spilled throughout the entire season, and Carole stood up for herself multiple times. Eventually, Luann decided to apologize for how she had been treating the relationship, which Carole reluctantly accepted. Carole pointing out Ramona's malapropisms. The Real Housewives of New York City viewers are all too familiar with the interesting ways Ramona Singer structures her sentences and says certain words. However, very few people make a point of bringing it up to her in conversation. As an outspoken journalist, Carole isn't afraid to poke fun at something fans had been noticing for years and had even labeled Ramona-isms. One moment, in particular, saw Ramona and Carole having a drink, as Ramona detailed a party she'd recently attended, where a reggae band was playing. When Ramona pronounced the word "reggae," Carole did her best to try and correct Ramona without making fun of her, which she saved for her confessional. Ramona has no embarrassment about her malapropisms. Carole said, "It's kind of rude to point all of them out to her. But, reggae, I could not let go."